I saw your messages, I said, my voice shaking. Who is he, Alina? She looked up, startled, then forced a smile. What are you talking about? I saw them. All of them. Don't lie to me. My hands were trembling. All those nights you said you were working late, were you with him? Alina's eyes flickered, and she finally dropped her gaze. I didn't want you to find out like this. It just happened. Just happened? I laughed bitterly. You call sneaking around, lying, and betraying me just happened. She started, but I cut her off. Don't. Just tell me the truth. I deserve that much. She sighed, finally whispering, I didn't mean to hurt you. I just felt something missing. I felt my chest tighten. Missing? You were engaged to me. You promised. I know, she murmured, tears in her eyes. I messed up. I can't. You can't what? Undo this. I shook my head, voice breaking. I trusted you. I loved you. And you destroyed everything. Silence filled the room. My perfect life was gone, shattered by her hands. I couldn't stop replaying her words. It just happened. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her smiling at him instead of me. Dude, you okay? Cameron's voice pulled me back. He leaned against my desk, eyes full of concern. I don't know, I admitted. I trusted her. I gave her everything, and she threw it away. Cameron frowned. I know it hurts, man, but don't let this break you. You can't make rash moves. She's with him now. I whispered, my throat tight. Rayhan, that guy. I've never seen someone so confident, so untouchable. Cameron shook his head. Don't let him get inside your head. Focus on yourself. Don't give her the satisfaction of seeing you crumble. I can't help it, I muttered. Part of me wants revenge. I want her to feel even a fraction of this pain. You're better than that, Cameron said firmly. Trust me, there's another way to win without losing yourself. I slumped back, hands covering my face. I can't believe someone I love could betray me. Every memory feels like a lie. Cameron put a hand on my shoulder. You'll get through this, but think carefully. How you act now will define you. And I realized he was right. I had to choose, break or rise. I can't focus, I muttered, staring at the screen. Emails blurred into nothing. My heart wasn't in work anymore. Sarah peeked over her desk. Are you okay? You've been quiet all morning. I'm fine, I said, forcing a smile I didn't feel. Just tired. You don't look fine, she replied gently. Talk to someone. Bottling it up won't help. I shook my head. No one can fix this. She's gone and everything else feels meaningless. Sarah frowned, leaning closer. You can't give up on yourself. You're better than letting one person ruin you. I don't know if I am, I admitted, voice cracking. I've lost everything. My life is falling apart. Work suffers. Friends avoid me. I feel empty. Sarah hesitated, then said softly, Then don't stay in the empty part. Take control. Decide what kind of life you want from here. Her words hit me harder than I expected. Control? I don't even know where to start. Start small, she suggested. One step at a time. And stop thinking about her. Focus on yourself first. I exhaled sharply. Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't change the past, but I can change what comes next. I need to rise or I'll drown in this. Sarah smiled faintly. Exactly. You decide if this is the end or the beginning. And for the first time in weeks, I felt a spark, something worth fighting for. I can't stop thinking about her, I admitted to Cameron, pacing my small apartment. Every time I close my eyes, it's her face, her smile with him. Cameron shook his head. And that's exactly why you can't let this control you. Revenge feels good in the moment, but it won't fix you. I don't care about feeling good. I want her to regret everything. I said, clenching my fists, think bigger, he said firmly. What if instead of tearing her down, you built yourself up? Success, happiness, respect. Let that be your revenge. I frowned. That sounds too easy. It's not easy. It's harder. But it lasts, he insisted later. Sarah joined me at a cafe. I overheard Cameron, she said gently. You can choose revenge, or you can choose your future. Which version of you do you want to be? I don't know if I have the strength, I muttered, staring at my coffee. You do, Sarah said, smiling faintly. Every choice you make now shapes who you become. Focus on what you can control. I exhaled, a spark of determination igniting. Okay, I said finally. I'll stop letting anger run my life. I'll rise not for her, not to hurt her, but for me. I'll become someone she can't even imagine losing. Cameron grinned. That's the spirit. Now, let's plan how you take back your life, step by step. For the first time, I felt I wasn't just surviving. I was preparing to conquer. Your proposal is impressive, Mr. Deal said, leaning back in his chair. I've rarely seen this level of detail from someone your age. Thank you, sir, I said, trying to keep my excitement in check. I've been focused. Focus is good, he smiled. But focus with consistency. That's how you rise above everyone else. I nodded. I want to make a mark, sir. Not just survive, but truly succeed. You have the drive, he said. Now it's about strategy, connections, and reputation. Work on those, and doors will open. Over the next few weeks, I poured myself into every project. I stayed late, learned new skills, and reached out to colleagues. Hey, can you review this with me? I asked Sarah one evening. Of course, she said, smiling. You're really changing. People notice. I have to, I muttered. I can't let what happened define me. I need to show them I'm more than what she thinks. Even socially, subtle things began shifting. I heard whispers about Alina losing credibility after her lies came out. Rayhan's charm faded in her circle, and I caught glimpses of her frustration when people turned away. Looks like karma works quietly, Cameron joked when I told him that I laughed softly. It's not about her. It's about me. Every step I take now, I'm proving I'm not broken. And for the first time, I felt a true spark of control over my life. I heard through the grapevine, before she even called anyone. Did you hear about Alina? A colleague whispered. Rayhan left her again. I smirked quietly, leaning against my desk. Figures, I muttered under my breath. Later, Cameron called. Heard she tried calling you? I don't want to hear it, I said, but a part of me ached to see her. She's lost a lot of friends, too, Cameron added. People are talking about what she did. Social image crumbling. I nodded slowly. Good. I admitted she should feel some of that emptiness. I've carried enough pain for both of us. Sarah joined me for coffee. You okay? You seem satisfied, but there's still anger. I can't lie, I said, swirling my cup. Seeing her falter, it feels right. But I also don't want to let anger control me anymore. Sarah leaned in. That's growth. You're observing karma, but you're not letting it consume you. That's powerful. Later, I overheard someone recount Alina's attempts to fix her reputation. No one's buying it. They laughed as I sat back, letting the quiet vindication wash over me. You made your choices. I thought, this is the natural consequence. I don't need to touch it. Life is doing it for me. For the first time, I felt calm while chaos surrounded her. Justice wasn't loud. It was subtle, and it was perfect. I saw her across the street, frozen in disbelief. Alina, I said, voice steady, almost calm. Don't I didn't expect to see you here, she stammered, eyes wide. I didn't expect to see you either, I replied, keeping my tone even. But here we are. She hesitated, then tried her old charm. I've changed. Can we talk? I shook my head slightly. Talk? About what? How you ruined my trust. How you thought you could replace me. She winced. I made mistakes. Stop. I interrupted. I'm not here to hear excuses. I'm here to see if you understand what you lost. Alina swallowed hard. I do. I see it now. I didn't know what I had. Too late for that. I said softly but firmly. I've moved forward. I'm not bitter, not angry anymore. I'm stronger because of everything you did. Tears welled in her eyes. Please, can't we? I don't need your permission to live my life, I said, taking a deep breath. I forgave you in my mind, not for you, but for me. I control my future, not your regrets. She looked away, helpless, and I felt a strange calm settle in me. Walking past her, I realized something. I didn't need closure from her. I had found it within myself. "Look at you," Cameron said one evening as we walked to the park. "You're smiling again. That's good to see." "I've been working on it," I admitted, letting the tension in my shoulders ease, focusing on myself and what I can control. Sarah smiled from beside me. "It's paying off. You seem lighter, happier. People notice it too." "I didn't realize how much I carried," I said, shaking my head. "I let a betrayal define me for too long, but now I'm choosing differently." Cameron nudged me playfully. "That's the spirit. And hey, you're finally enjoying life instead of just surviving it." I laughed softly. "I guess I am. And I appreciate you both. Having friends who remind me who I am is invaluable." Sarah's eyes met mine, warm and sincere. "You've grown so much. And I see someone worth knowing, someone worth investing in, not just in friendship." My heart skipped, and I smiled. "I feel the same, Sarah. I want to see where this goes, slowly, carefully." Cameron rolled his eyes. "Finally, some romance for our hero. Took you long enough." I chuckled, feeling the weight of the past finally lift. I've learned a lot. Betrayal hurt, but it also taught me resilience, patience, and who truly matters. Sarah squeezed my hand gently. "Then let's focus on the future, together or apart, but with strength and clarity." And in that moment, I realized my past no longer defined me. I was free to write my own story. "Congratulations on the promotion," my colleague Aisha said, smiling warmly. "Everyone's talking about your work ethic." "Thanks," I replied, letting the pride settle in. "It's been a lot of effort, but worth it." Another co-worker leaned closer. "Seriously, your transformation is remarkable. You're confident, composed. People notice." I smiled faintly. "I guess when you focus on yourself, things fall into place." Cameron texted me later. "Heard Alina's been asking about you. Seems she regrets it." I scrolled to the message, shaking my head. "Regret is hers, not mine." I muttered. Later, I overheard someone whisper about Alina at a social gathering. "She lost him. He's thriving without her. Must sting." I chuckled quietly. "It stings for her, not me. I thought." Sarah caught my eye and smiled. "You've earned every bit of this. Don't forget how far you've come." "I won't," I said, feeling the weight of past betrayals finally lift. "This isn't about revenge anymore. It's about living well, being respected, and knowing my worth." "Exactly," Sarah said, nodding that I watched Alina's circle struggle to maintain composure. When I walked by, the whispers followed me, but I felt nothing but calm. I didn't need to speak, confront, or retaliate. Success, respect, and self-worth were my revenge. And in that quiet power, I realized I was finally free. "Can you believe how far we've come?" Cameron asked as we sat on the balcony. The city lights flickering below, and I smiled, feeling a sense of calm I hadn't felt in years. "It's surreal. I barely recognized the person I was back then." "You've earned this peace," he said. "No one could have handled everything you did and come out like this." I nodded, taking a deep breath. "I've realized holding on to anger only trapped me. Letting go, it feels liberating." Sarah leaned against the railing nearby. "And you found yourself in the process. I'm proud of you." "Thanks," I said, glancing at her. My chest tightened slightly, not with old pain, but something new. Hope. I'm ready for the next chapter. Not just friends, but maybe more if we let it happen slowly. Sarah's smile softened. "We'll see. No rush. What matters is you're happy, whole, and at peace." Cameron chuckled. "Finally, our hero can just live without worrying about the past." I let the words sink in. Alina remained a memory, a lesson, a warning of what I would never tolerate again. Yet I felt no bitterness, only quiet satisfaction. "I think karma did its part," I murmured, "but the real victory is me. Stronger, wiser, and free." Sarah nodded. "And we'll be here with you." I looked at the night sky, breathing the freedom, knowing that my story wasn't defined by betrayal anymore. It was defined by me,